Welcome back, guys. We're doing Kingdom Rush Frontier, Darklight Depths. Got a level 10 Aleric and all of the upgrades. Guys, you better see this. Oh man, the Saurians are building a secret passage under our feet. You better tell High Command about this right now. Rumble. Uh-oh. So, starting off here, I actually did this in one take. Can you believe that? I said earlier that the previous level, the Leviathan level, whose name escapes me, not Storm Atoll, but Sunken Citadel, was easily the hardest level, like campaign-wise. And I stand behind that. This level's really easy. It's you're just gonna start off with your archer tower. I think the left-hand one, that level 4 crossbow fort, pretty important. You're given the dwarves, so we're not really going to mess around with them. We will upgrade their armor a little bit later, but have a barracks or heavy artillery and a crossbow fort, and then a mage tower, and that crossbow fort or level 3 archer tower at the end there is going to be really important for finishing off the little blinkers and the guys that turn invisible, because they will try to slip by your defenses. So you're going to want to have a level 4 crossbow fort by wave 3. Aleric can kind of chill where the dwarves are, but you will need to move him back a little bit when these guys try to slip by. You can see they're a little bit trying. We're going to drop a rain of fire just to make sure that all of them die. We get 20 lives. Going to wave 4, you got dudes with swords. Yeah, they look mean. They are mean. Do a lot of damage to your infantry, your barracks, but fortunately they don't have any magic resist, so they die pretty quickly to mage towers. And that ground pounder thou at wave 5 or into wave 4 going to wave 5 is very, very useful for everything you'll face, because everything except the flying guys have to come by it, so they're going to take a lot of damage. Introducing the second most annoying enemy in the game, and the death to all barracks. These guys are the crossbows. Yeah, they do stupid amounts of damage to anything that they can shoot. So that's like your Aleric, your reinforcements, everything. They just destroy stuff. So having a barrack heavy strategy on this level would be very silly. Fortunately, they die very quickly to mage towers, and pretty quickly to archer towers as well. So they're just going to run the gauntlet, and they will die. Not too big of a deal. One thing I started to do was move your hero back and forth. See, he's doing a little dance. And those guys cannot, well, anything that moves cannot take damage. So they actually have to, your character actually has to stop before it can take damage. And we're going to abuse that by waiting for the guys to fire. And then we're going to move Aleric a little bit. And notice how those guys aren't moving when they shoot. So if we just dance Aleric back and forth, sometimes we fail and he dies. But if we dance him back and forth, we buy ourselves so much time. So that's kind of the goal there. Those guys can just sit there and get pounded on by our archer towers while Aleric just dances back and forth. You do have to move him a lot, though. It is constant moving him back and forth, because if you stop even for a little bit, you can see how much damage he is taking. It doesn't take very many shots for Aleric to die. And Aleric has a lot of armor. We have a Necromancer Tower now by wave 8. Yeah, going into wave 9. Then we're seeing quite a few archer towers being upgraded. There are so many little dudes that they just get slaughtered by the archer towers, so very useful to have them. And overall, like, honestly, this level just plays itself. I have so much cash I'm floating. I should be upgrading. I'm just so focused on not letting Aleric die, like microing Aleric back and forth. I forget to upgrade my stuff. But yeah, keep getting crossbow forts. Those are going to be really important. I get a lot of the Raven upgrades, super helpful for the range and the crit chance. And then one tribal totem in the center there, that's going to be relevant on the boss fight. I thought this was kind of a cool level, albeit not a very difficult one. It's like a standalone elite level. Normally you see the elite levels in a set of 3, where they have like an intro level, a mid-level where you're introduced to more enemies, and then a nice conclusion level with a boss fight. Here it's just a standalone level. I'm not exactly sure what the developers were thinking with this level. It's cool though. It almost feels like they just kind of tossed it in as like a one final update to the game. Like, here you go. Here's another level to tide you over. I'll take it. It's fun. Any content in this game is pretty fun to play. It just feels odd how it's like a standalone level. But anywho, lots of archer towers now. Crossbow forts, level 4. We have a total of 6 of them, soon to be 8 of them. I decided to experiment with the Assassin's Guild up there. I built one thinking that their dodge chance would help with stalling out these crossbow guys, and it was okay. I don't think it was a huge part of the strategy, but having an extra little barrack up there does give you a good amount of stalling, but as soon as they start fighting, they lose their invisibility, and then the crossbows behind them will just finish them off, so it gives you a little bit of stalling. It is a perfect place to put a barrack, so I decided to go for it, and it worked out. I don't know if it was better than just another archer tower, but in fact, I think I probably would have put another archer tower there and just upgrade the Raven so that it buffed all the other towers around it. Either way is fine. It gives you some stalling power, that's always good. You can see the flying guys coming across on the bottom there, but those guys are going to die super quick to the archer tower, so no big deal. I love the Scorched Earth mechanic. I would think if there's one upgrade besides the Ravens I would get on this level, it is going to be the Scorched Earth. Super, super good. Hits a huge area. Deals damage to the guys who are invisible. Absolutely wrecks the guys who can blink. Just almost one-shots them. Not completely, but it basically one-shots them. They have a tiny sliver after the effect wears off. Don't mess with the drill here. They're just, despite being the brutes, it's just not really worth it, I don't think. There are too many small guys that the drill can hit. It's not worth putting the money into. Better just to get your archer towers as maxed out as you can. And keep spending. You'll get a lot of money on these later waves. And if you're not spending money, you'll find you just have a lot of money left over. And you're missing out on damage you could be doing with those upgrades instead. Go ahead and max out the damaging totem. So there's the silencing totem, which is not very good here, but the damaging totem, that is going to be good because we're introduced to the final boss here. And yeah, he just pounds his little hammers down. I guess he's going to pulverize any barrack guys you'd run into. Not that there are any that can even survive very long thanks to the crossbows, but he's going to run his way. And here is where he gets wrecked. So obviously you can see all the crits he's taking. I'm building a Dark Rider. He gets hit by the damaging totem. I drop a Rain of Fire and his health just disappears. It's actually hilarious how fast he's dead. And that is GG. So, got our 3-star logo. Thank you for watching. You guys have a good one.